Like most people, I hated running. I always feel like I just have a really hard time breathing while I'm doing it, and then it hurts while I'm running until it starts to feel better, and then afterwards I always feel sore and achy. But I choose to do it anyway. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tyler Warlow and I go by The Mengineer, and I make videos on how to improve your life through your confidence, capabilities, and overall happiness. So in today's video, I figured that I would address the simple question of should you do cardio? And the simple answer is yes. But I figured in today's video that I would go over some of the benefits and how you can incorporate it into your own routine, even if you are brand new at exercising. If that sounds good to you, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to join me in this self-improvement journey. So let's dive right in and talk about several of the benefits of doing cardio. It of course is one of the better exercises for burning calories, so if it's something that you're looking into for weight loss, I highly recommend doing it. On top of that, doing more cardio is going to help you see improvements in longevity overall, and it does that by improving several different markers. It lowers one's risk for heart disease, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure, and also reduces the risk for several long-term chronic illnesses such as cancer. Doing more cardio helps to tire your body out a little bit more, which then of course leads to better overall sleep. Improved sleep, along with all the different chemicals that are released while you're running, helps to then alleviate depression and anxiety. People who do more cardio have also seen improvements in their cognition. This is done both directly and indirectly. It does this indirectly through the benefits that were already described, where improving your sleep can help you see greater levels of focus and attention, but it can also do this directly by helping to form new blood vessels within the brain, which helps deliver more blood and oxygen to your brain. There are so many more benefits to doing cardio, especially over the long term, but that's just a preemptive list. So now let's go ahead and dive into how you want to implement cardio into your daily routine. The American Heart Association recommends setting 150 to 180 minutes of cardio at a moderate activity level per week. A really simple and easy way to think about this is that you want it to be at a level that is just difficult enough that you're still able to maintain a conversation. But if you were to go any harder, then you would not be able to hold that conversation any longer. This is commonly referred to as zone 2 cardio, which is in reference to your percentage of your maximum heart rate. If you're first getting started, it's highly recommended to stick with easy to moderate aerobic activities. This can be something as simple as walking, maybe a slow jog, or a slow bike ride. You can also just do dancing. But when you're first getting started with cardio, you want to make sure you find something that you enjoy. So make sure that you're trying different things. If you go running and find that you really don't like it, then you're most likely not going to stick with it, especially enough to do the recommended amount by the American Heart Association. So it's important to find that form of cardio that you like and that you enjoy. I know a ton of people that do dancing, and I even have friends that do rowing teams to help them reach this cardio goal. If any of y'all have already started your journey with cardio, what kind of cardio do you personally like to do, and why do you do it? Let me know with a comment down below. I like to read and reply to each and every one of them. Now, if you are more advanced, you can of course start increasing the amount of time and the intensity of your workouts and start moving into more of the moderate to high intensity aerobic activities. This can involve more of a high running pace, maybe doing some racket sports, or even swimming. I personally do running because it is what is most accessible to me, so I'll talk a little bit about that here. When you first start running, you're gonna wanna start in small amounts. It is really easy to want to ramp up quickly, but that's how a lot of people get injured, and if you get injured and have to take time off, you're not really gonna get back into doing cardio. Running is a high impact activity, meaning that when your leg strikes the ground, it's hitting the ground with a lot of force. You're essentially getting a force equivalent to that of 2.5 times your body weight running back up through your leg. If you don't give your body time to get used to and adjust to this new strain on the system, you can very quickly and easily hurt yourself. You also want to be careful about not pushing through too much pain. When you first get started, there is going to be a certain level of discomfort, but if you're feeling any acute or sharp pains, then you're gonna wanna stop or pull back a little bit. One of the most common problems that a lot of people see when they first start running is shin splints, and that is typically because they increase the intensity or the mileage way too fast. People then experience this as sharp pains in their legs either while or after they are done running. A lot of people try to push through this, but that of course then just makes the shin splints worse, which then can lead to a point where you really can't run anymore unless you go see a physical therapist and actually get the shin splints addressed properly. Shin splints can also be caused by not having proper form, so that's one of the benefits of starting off small. If you start off small and slow, you can focus on your form and make sure that you're doing it in such a way that you are going to protect yourself against any injuries. I gauge the intensity of my running based on how I'm breathing. Essentially, I try to maintain breathing through my nose the entire run. If it reaches a point where I have to take breaths in through my mouth, I know that I'm going a little bit too hard, so I need to cut back. One of the best tips that I can give for doing cardio is make sure that you try to do it with friends. A lot of people struggle with how much time it can take to do cardio. So by having a friend that you can talk to while you're doing the cardio, it can really help remove any attention from watching the clock or something like that and distract you from the overall amount of time. Me personally, I've noticed that my runs tend to go a lot faster whenever I have a friend that I can talk to while we're running. Because I'm really not focusing on the running, I'm focusing on the conversation I'm having. But that's gonna bring us to the end of the video, y'all. I hope that you found the information in this video to be helpful or informative, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to join me along in this self-improvement journey. If you have any of your own thoughts, ideas, or opinions, be sure to let me know with a comment down below. I like to read and respond to all of them. But if you're interested in more of my videos where I talk about physical and mental health, be sure to check out this video right here where I talk about my mental health story. If you're interested in some of my most recent videos, be sure to check out this video right here. But until the next time, this is the Mengineer, signing off.